It's 9:30 at night. And I came up with a bright idea for tomorrow's breakfast. I'm going to make some waffles right now, so this way I just have to warm them up tomorrow and enjoy them. I'm going to use the Bisquick. I've done this before. But I'm going to make it a chocolate orange waffle with chocolate chips that I had in my cupboard. And the marmalade, orange marmalade I had in my fridge from the last challenge. A little bit left over. I still have this from my pantry that I just cleaned out, so we have quite a bit. Well, if you never see me do these waffles before, it's quite easy. You get the Bisquick from the Dollar Tree, and you just add water. So it says half a cup of water, but I'm going to add a little bit more than that because I'm going to be making this in a waffle iron. Half a cup of water. And a little bit more. It's about half a cup. See, it's kind of dry, right? So just keep adding a little bit of water at a time. All right, so I'm going to take this scoop of this orange marmalade. Then I'm going to take some of the chocolate chips. Oh, this is going to be delicious. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the rack so it cools off. It's going to be chaud. C'est chaud. Woo, c'est chaud. Oh, look at that. I'm going to add some more chocolate chips to this batter as well. So, yeah, lots of chocolate chips. Make it extra special. Enjoy it while I can. I'm going to pour it in this time. How about that? Yeah. And then close the lid. This one's kind of plain looking. The other one's going to have more chocolate chip. So we'll wait till that comes out and I'll show you what it looks like. I had to eat it. It's so freaking good. Tasty orange. Tasty chocolate chips. Chocolate orange waffles. Ooh, there's the chocolate chip, raisin, and orange marmalade. Awesome. Now I'm going to try a walnut one. I'm going to put the chocolate chip, marmalade. Ooh, a little too much again. It's okay, it's okay. We can deal with this, guys. We can deal with this. I'm going to put some raisins and some walnuts. I gotta do it fast. There we go. Let's try that. And now for the chocolate chip, orange marmalade, walnut, raisin, waffle. Try saying that. Try remembering all that. Now this one I'm going to put some cinnamon with the raisins. Ooh, a little bit too much cinnamon, but that's okay. Cinnamon's great. You know, once you make these at home, you don't want to buy the frozen stuff no more. The Eggos and stuff like that. Yeah, right. This is delicious. Delicious. Here's my cinnamon, raisin, chocolate chip, orange marmalade waffle. I should make a video on all the different kinds of waffles I can make. But that's what I'll be doing tonight, guys. I'll be making waffles for tomorrow. So when you see the rest of this video, it will be tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah. Bow, bow, sweet waffles. Well, it's 9:40 in the morning, and I'm going to start my cooking right now. Tonight's dinner, chicken tornadoes. I have 6 left in the bag, so I'm going to make a couple of those. And I'm going to start making my bread pretty soon. I'll wait about an hour. It's been in the fridge overnight. Just going to let it sit on the counter for about an hour. And I'll make up another bread like I did the other day. Probably cheese and everything bagel bread because it was so delicious. But you know me, I like to change things up a lot, so we'll see. Okay, so the tornadoes are almost done. I'm ready to flip them. Nice and ready on the one side. Now I have the salsa that I had in the fridge. Like I said, I had this last jar here. We emptied the other one the other day. So this is extra chunky salsa. Just gonna put some on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano. Just a bit. A little bit of garlic pepper. Little bit of chopped onions. We gotta put some cheese on that. Put that shit on everything. There we go. Le fromage, le fromage, le fromage. Le fromage, le fromage. Le... Oh god, okay, there's missing one. Okay, one gets a single. And it's back in the oven for another 15-20 minutes. And it should be ready. It's work lunch! Work dinner! James has 2 chicken tornadoes. This is what it looks like. It's got cheese, and it's got salsa. And as for a side, I'm going to make... We're going to share. I'm so nice. I'm such a good wife. I was going to keep it for myself because it was so great. It was delicious last night. I had a hard time not keeping it for today, but I did. One of my pieces from last night, my beautiful lasagna, divine lasagna. I'm going to cut it in half. And share it with my mate. Because I love him so much. Oh, that lasagna flavor. So good, guys. You really have to make that lasagna with vegetable soup and that spicy pizza sauce from the Dollar Tree. Oh, my God. I think that's the way I'm going to make my sauce from now on for my lasagnas. It was just so good. And I think Jay liked it very much. Did you like the lasagna last night, darling?
Loved it.
Loved it, see? Do you recommend that sauce?
I recommend making another one soon.
Well, you have another piece for your lunch tonight. Happy man. Happy man. No. Oh, and pudding for dessert. Chocolate fudge pudding. Dinner's made. Boy, oh boy, am I getting sick of eating these freaking things. I have 2 pitas left, and I still have another pack in the freezer. I think Jay's getting sick of it too, but I'll have to make something with that today. Because I don't have any bread made. But I have eggs that I boiled last night. I boiled 4 eggs. that aside here. Just a little bit in the corner here. Got my handy dandy thingy I've never used yet. So I guess you put the egg in here. Then you just... Ooh, look at that. That's fancy schmancy, eh? And take the egg this way. And put it this way. And... Ooh, look at that. I don't even think James used this. He bought it. He bought it for himself, I think. I'm using your egg thingy there, Jay, for boiled eggs. Yeah, the slicer. Have you used it yet? Oh, he likes it. I'm gonna try it again. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of satisfying. And then try again. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Get in there. Don't want to cut my finger. Ooh, look at my finger shredded in half. Okay, there. And the friend I'm dying. So we need some mayonnaise, people. This is not going to be an extravagant, super duper egg salad sandwich. It's going to be a regular one. Okay, so mayonnaise is in there. Now we're going to put some honey mustard. Honey mustard. Because I've never tried it with honey mustard. That I think of. Little bit of horseradish. Horseradish. This stuff here. From 1905. Well, it hasn't been in my fridge since 1905, but... Salt and pepper. A little bit of dill. Dry dill. And mix that beast up. Actually, that's starting to look good. I was going to cut the pita in half and we're going to have a half. But I think I'm going to eat up the rest of that bag of pita here. There we go. Bakery pitas. Bag 1, done. So I'm going to be adding cream cheese on there. More cheese, guys. Cheese! Cream cheese. Now the texture changes a little bit when you freeze it. Then you take it out. It's not as creamy as when you buy it, but it still tastes the same. Actually, it's on special this week. So I was debating about buying some because they're usually $3 to $4 and they're coming down to $1, I think 97. And you know what? I'm going to also get maybe some bacon. It's on special again. Bacon's going up in price, and I can't believe how much it's going up in price because you could buy pork chops, you could buy pork loin for like $4. But the bacon is like, when it's not on special, $6 to $7 to $8, which is absolutely ridiculous. So when it comes on special, I think it's $2.97. I'm going to go buy a couple packs for my freezer downstairs because pretty soon I'll be bringing stuff upstairs because my freezer's kind of getting emptied out now, which is great. This haul has been a blessing. I saved lots of money this week, obviously. And I got to eat pretty well with what I had in the house. A little bit of a clusterfuck there. Okay, put that on there. Jeez, I'm having such a hard time today. Spread her out. Yeah. I don't know if I want to wrap it because last time I had such a shitty experience. Oh, look! It's done! I got a wrap! Woohoo! Jay's got a wrap. Jay's got a wrap. Now my wrap. You see that one? Just put it on the side there. It's starting to unfold. Stop it folding up. You're embarrassing me. Stop that. Stupid. Look. The wrap's unwrapping. Okay, there wasn't much in that one. Jay got the fully loaded one. Well, we only used 2 eggs. I want to use the eggs tomorrow for something else. Probably breakfast. So then I wrap it. Actually, you know what? Wrap it this way? Maybe this way? No, this way. Ta-da! Natty's looks nicer. So let's do it to Jay's then. Maybe a little tighter. Wrap it tighter. There we go. Okay. Master, your lunch is served. So I added a couple applesauce to go with this wrap. That's lunch, guys. This bread pissed me off. Because it wasn't in the freezer for so long, it had a little bit of frost on it. So it's kind of sticking to the bottom of this bowl right now. So add a little bit of my sleeves. Make it like that. Don't want to do too much. So now we're going to put it in the bowl for another 20 minutes. So it rises a little bit more. And then we're going to make that focaccia. Now this rosemary focaccia that I'm making is rosemary olive. I didn't have any fresh rosemary, but I had some dehydrated rosemary. So what I'm going to do is I put it in the bowl. And I'm going to add the olive oil in the bowl while the bread is rising. This way it soaks in the oil. And it's going to be part of the focaccia. Okay guys, bear with me. I've seen this done before, but I've never actually done it. I used to work in a bakery and I worked there for 20 years. And when I first started there, they used to make focaccia bread. Okay. Now this one is something I've never done myself. I've prepped the bread and everything else, but I've never actually made the focaccia bread. So that's what I'm doing today, guys. I'm making it for the first time and you're watching. So a little bit of flour. And you take the round like that. I'll flatten it down a little bit. You can make this square or round, but I'm thinking I'm going to be making it more rounded than anything else. This board is a little uneven there. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. I'll put something underneath there. So let's put this lid. Yeah, let's put the lid under here. There we go. Oh, that's even worse. I don't like that sound. Before I got frustrated, I cleaned up the counter. Put the flour on the counter. Let's do this. I don't think it's going to make it very big focaccia. So I know you press down with your fingers until it touches the bottom. Because the olive oil is going to pool in there. It's going to be great. It should expand more so in the oven. Like I said, I had to use my rosemary that was dehydrated. So what I'm going to do is, is I put some olive oil in it. So it's soaked in the olive oil. And just drizzle that around. If I had the paintbrush thing there, it'd be better, but that's going to have to go on my wish list. And those plastic paintbrushes for food. There must be a name for it. I just don't know what it is. There we go. You're going to keep some of that for later because you put it on when it comes out of the oven. So you can put tomatoes on here. You can put all kinds of things, any spice you really like. You can put cheese if you want. I'm not putting cheese, but I'm putting olives. I'm not putting tomatoes on this one. This is olive focaccia bread. Olive rosemary focaccia bread. Now, I don't know if this is going to rise like it did at work because we had a proofer, right? And this is an older bread, like I said. The other one didn't rise as well. The other three didn't rise as well. But they were delicious. Now I'm going to take a little bit of sea salt. Put some all over there. So guys, I've been nervous. I was nervous to make this. You know, I was like, oh, maybe I'll screw it up and everything. I was like, no, you got to have positive thoughts. Try it. Do it. What's the worst that can happen? It will look ugly, right? It might not proof right, but it's going to still taste good. So there's a positive there. I know it's going to taste good. So try things, guys. Don't be scared. There's not many bad things that could happen when it comes to food. Worse is either it doesn't taste good or doesn't look good. We're going in. Let's get in there. Woo. Cross your fingers, folks. Cross your fingers. I'm a private baker, a baker for money. Do anything for you. I'm a private baker, a baker for money, and I'll make fresh bread for you. Oh yeah, guys, this turned out really good. Just gonna drizzle some more on the top there. This is beautiful. It turned out great. I took the risk. I decided, well, I'm gonna do it. And it looks good. Delicious, people, delicious. Give it a little couple slaps. There. And that's my focaccia bread. Rosemary olive focaccia. Ooh, baby, 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 baby. Ooh. Gonna cut you. Ooh, it's still very warm, which is delicious. I want a tip. I love the crust. Look at that. Perfectly, beautifully done. Jade, you want some butter on it? Probably not. You could eat it just like that because the oil soaks into it a little bit. But just be very careful because it's still very hot. Here you go, darling.
Thank you.
Look at that. Perfect. Try that.
There's steam coming off of this. Good. Don't waste the olives. That's good, eh? Yeah.
Good toasted too. Delicious. Becky, look what I made. Okay. I am going to say that for the first time doing this, it turned out great. Nice and moist inside. It rose. I can't show you underneath because the olives will fall off, but yeah, perfectly good focaccia bread. I'm going to send a little piece to my parents tonight so they could sample it. And the rest I'll try not to eat today. And that's it, guys. That's my day of cooking today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And be sure to give me that thumbs up. Let me know if you try this. If you're going to venture out and try making your own focaccia bread. Leave a comment below. Like I said, I like hearing your comments. Good vibes only. Bye for now, guys.